Hi there, this is Mikey from Lost Treasure Design, and we're going to be doing a tutorial for a folio. These are some of the kits that share this same folio layout. So if you have a link that led you to this specific tutorial, that would be why. You're looking at these ones instead of the one that you might have purchased. So the tutorial today, I'm going to be using the Forever Anne kit to show you how to assemble this. I'm going to do a quick little, just a walkthrough on this. It's a really pretty folio. So it opens the flap. You've got this little flap with two pockets on either side, some pockets here. This folds back to reveal more pockets. You can then have this for other pockets. You have this little side pocket here, and this opens up, and this is your journal. And then I have this ribbon here that holds the journal in place. This kit comes with a lot of extra stuff. Some of the pockets you might not use. It's up to you how this is going to get put together. So I'm going to set that off to the side. I've gone and already printed and cut these. These were printed on 90-gram cardstock. There are certain pages, pages 1, 2, and 3 need to be printed with one of the design papers on the back. This is, and then these ones, they don't need to have anything because you're going to be gluing them down. Some of the tags and stuff you can obviously add the designer papers to the backs as well, but this is how it is going to be. So we're going to start with this page and this page, and go ahead and get this put together. So we're going to run some tape or glue along there and attach that to this. So I'm just going to grab some tape. I normally use glue because it's more forgiving, but today I'm going to use some tape to hopefully make this video not as long as I struggle pulling that off. So you want to make sure that it's going to go just behind this fold. Okay. Make sure that's down nice and good. I have also already inked these. I just used some Distress Oxide, the Ground Espresso, gone around the edges and all the folds so that I could see my fold lines. So now we're going to attach this piece. This is the flap that will hold the journal. So this is going to attach. We're going to put some glue or tape here, and we're going to attach it to this flap right there, so that as it closes, that will bend along with this side of the spine. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that. do this correctly. Yes. So I want to make sure that this edge is going up against this first line here. And my tape, it looks like my tape is a little, I put it on a little too long, so I was just tucking some of that back. Kind of using the line there to help me get that on straight. Okay, so now we can fold this back. I should be able to now, just I could have put this always down a little bit better. Now, this is front pot flap, front, you open it up, or flap, flap, flap like that. And make sure this is down really good, because I think that's better. Okay, so now I'm going to close that over, and I'm going to go to this, because this is what we're going to do next. I'm gonna grab, there's a piece that matches there. You'll notice that I didn't put any images here because we're going to be gluing this to there. So before we do that though, I'm going to be using some ribbon to tie this together. You saw how there was this ribbon that held the closure there. So this is just 24 inches of ribbon. I'm going to kind of fold it in half here, and I'm going to have this half point is going to be about right there. So I'm just going to run some glue along the center, going all the way across the front flap and then the back. And where was my point? Just gonna go right on the edge there. I'm just gonna press that down to let the glue seep in. And then I can take this and I'm going to glue this on top of that. And I am just using tacky glue, Aleene's tacky glue. I like that bottle because it's like always ready. The only downside is that it really gives your hand a workout. But I really do prefer glue over using like tape, just because where you put the tape, it's there once you stick it down. Alright, kind of clean up the glue that went on the edges there. Okay, so that's our first panel is down. Now I'm going to grab my back and make sure that I'm going to go ahead and put this one on the back. You'll notice the art in this Forever Anne kit. I am a huge Anne of Green Gables fan. I've read all the books several times, and so you'll see that this is a kit that encompasses the whole collection of books, where you have, not just Anne of Green Gables, but all the other books. If you're read the books, you'll recognize little scenes from them. So I got my glue all on that, and I'm just gonna line this up to cover that. Using this foam tool to get all the glue spread out. Okay, so because I want this to kind of have more security here, I'm going to actually put a brad there. So what I want to do is I've got this little tool that is going to help me poke a hole, and I'm just going to grab one of, this is just a little brass brad, and I'm doing this now because I'm going to attach the back of this, and I want these little openings to get covered. My hands have paint all over them because I've been painting today. So this is our other flap cover. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that, and you'll see how it covers those little legs, or whatever you call them, those little arms or flaps. Okay, grab this, flip it over, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball where to put it. So this is obviously, since you're printing this on the back of this design, it's going to have, this is covering a lot of paper that you've spent money on printing, so you can choose to use this flap cover or not. I really like it because it like makes it feel really, really sturdy. I'm gonna flip this over because this is round. It's kind of hard to smooth out on that other side. And that's just going to help secure that ribbon just a little bit more so that it can be tugged on. Okay, so now I'm going to move to this panel. And this is your front panel, but before I, actually that is just right here. We're going to attach this. We're going to have this come just a little bit more, and I'm going to put another brad in here so that it helps to hold this side just a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this. The music that you hear playing in the background during this tutorial is written by my friend Chaz Hathaway, and this is a really fun new age meditation album. He has a lot of really pretty piano that I like to listen to. That's very relaxing, and he was nice enough to let me use it as background noise. So I'm going to clean up my glue. Okay, so I'm going to put this over, and I'm going to punch this other hole. And this one you don't want to go too far over because you want the flap to be able to cover it. I'm just going to go to this next, almost just right. You have the page. I'm just going to go right over to the next section of it. Poke pull, grab our little brad. And I turn this, and hopefully when we're on this side, we can cover it with one of our embellishments or pockets or something. If I can get this thing to open up. Yeah, did not want to open. Okay, go ahead and press that open. Now we've got that helping to secure that. And so now, when we close our folio, we can have that tied, and those kind of help really so you can pull it nice and tight. Okay, so now I'm going to go to this page, and what I'm going to do is add a ribbon that I want to go around here that's going to help to hold my journal in place. This is optional, but I like to do that. Another thing that I also like to do, I won't be doing it on this one, is if I'm not going to do the ribbon here, then I'm going to use this to create a pocket, a little hidden pocket, and I'll glue around this edge, but I will leave this open so that I can attach a ribbon to a bigger piece of a card or something and have that as a little secret pocket on the side. But today I'm going to do a ribbon right here. So, alright, so this is a 12-inch piece of just cotton ribbon. Kind of looks a little antique. I'm going to have it come around, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, putting it in the center of this panel, and I'm going to add some glue here and here, and I'm taking the glue all the way to the edge, and then I'm going to just tack that down. So it's glued here, but also the panel is going to hold this down as well to give this ribbon some stability. And I've pulled it tight. You don't need to have it loose or anything, because I've noticed that if you're using lace ribbon like this one, it does get a little stretch to it when you are putting things in and out, but I want it to be as tight as I can right now. And I normally just slip like the back cover flap in when I close these in. Make sure I'm putting this on the right direction, and I am. Alright, so I'm sticking that down. When I'm done with this, I'll have nice gluey hands. Okay, so now we have our little ribbon that can run the whole paper. I'm gonna have it hold our junk journal in that center. Okay, while we have this open to here, we have a pocket that can go, oh, it's gonna go on this side. You'll see that there is a curve that it matches to here. So I'm just going to go around the edge of this pocket, just on these 3 corners. And now we have this little pocket here. Okay. And on this side, I think I've got some other little pockets that are going to go here. So we've got some different pockets. I think we're going to put these on top of each other here. There are so many pockets in this kit that really you can have this any way you want it. This is just how I'm putting it together. But I like kits that have lots of options so that you can have something that's unique to you. Okay, I'm going to make sure that when I put this down, I'm putting these side flaps down first so that I don't bump up against the bottom flap as I put stuff in there. Put that down. Alright, that's down. Now I'm going to grab this one. Get one side down, the other side pops up. I'm just going to kind of overlay this just a little bit. It kind of looks like that pocket is resting in this other one. And you got Matthew picking up, and she's looking out at the stuff. Another picture of Matthew and Anne. Okay, so we've got that flap done. I think I like to add other things. This is just one circle. It's Edward and Anne. I'm just going to add a little circle to this section here just because that's looking pretty green. Alright, so that's down. Now, we've got some different things we can do. Let's open this up. So, I've got these pockets and I'm going to kind of layer together so that they're almost on top of each other, but not quite. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to put this one with Diana up at the top. I've already scored these and folded them and inked them just to save some time. I make the lines pretty prominent so you know where to score. And I can also see from my lines, you know, where it's going to fold. So I can give myself the right spacing. Put that down. And Edward. Oh, Edward. That's funny. Gilbert. I was thinking earlier as I was looking at this art, there is a picture with Gilbert on a boat. And I was thinking he looked a lot like an Edward. From a different book I was reading. learn not to talk while I'm doing this because I won't say funny stuff. Alright. And Marilla, get you down. And you can also come back in here and add other little things that are included in the kit. There's fun little words that you could write, like bosom friends, and kind of attach that there. It's totally up to you what you want to do with this. So I'm going to turn to this section, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to cover that. Normally I use a rivet instead, but that seemed to be a little bit easier to demonstrate. So let's see here. We've got some I don't think these ones overlap. Those do. Okay, so we're going to put this down. This one that will overlap this one, and then we're going to have this one behind. So this is the one we want to start with. So add some glue. Try to center this. Now I'm going to put that one here. And this one. Kind of move it around a little, make sure it's straight. So one thing that's nice about glue, sticking down, and it's not sticking down. Make sure I add some more glue. Okay, I'm gonna look in here for the little extras that come with this kit. Fun anisms. I'm going to grab maybe Marilla's brooch. There's a little parcel. Just something to cover that flaps. Maybe this one. Yeah, I like that. The black dye that Anne dyes her hair with. We will use that. Add some glue along here. because this has a fold right here, I'm going to have to make sure that this is going over to the side. And because it's totally uneven, because there is a ball here, I have to go on this side to flatten it out. While I have it on this side, I've got this Forever Anne sign I'm going to attach right here to the front. And I think I want this to kind of stick up a little bit, so I'm going to add some, these are just some mounting hexagons. Just to kind of add a little bit more layers to this. And so you can see me try to peel the backs off stickers, because yeah. Okay. I kind of like it how it kind of just pops up. Okay, so now we got that done. We have this side done, and our little brad things are covered. I'm going to also add something here. I kind of ripped the side of that pocket, so we'll worry about that in a little bit. I've got these, and we're going to worry about this flap. We have a pocket going here and a side pocket going here. So we've got, you'll see that this one goes here because the curve matches. And this other one that I have will go on the other side. So here we're just going to glue around the outside of the pocket. Over. And glue it down. And I'll glue this side. Alright, we got our flaps done. We have this. Put it there. We have those. We have this back piece here. Even though we have the house, we could add another one of these pockets. I think this one kind of goes good here because we've got the house and then the house back here. So I'm going to go ahead and add that just to give us another place to put all the stuff that we have, because this kit is loaded, fully loaded. Okay. That looks good. So we got another pocket. So this pocket here, and I think I don't know if I like that there. It covers too much of it. We'll put that one inside the journal, because there's plenty of room in the journal. We can put anything up here. Got all these little sayings that I don't have to show you in the tutorial, but we can put those there later. Okay, so I think the folio itself is now done. Yes, it is. So then we can close that, tie it off. You can make this look as beautiful as you want. Add all the fun accessories that comes with it, all these fun embellishments and envelopes. I'm going to now work on the journal portion of this folio. So this is the cover. This is actually an almost replica. It looks kind of similar of the original cover of the first book, and of course a nice little quote printed it on the back of one of the designer papers. And I've printed all the journals pages. I've printed them front to back on, this is 24 gram paper. No, this is 28 gram paper. It's a little bit thicker, but not as thick as cardstock. I've kind of sectioned them off into threes, and then I fold them in half to create what's called a signature. So you can bind things lots of different ways. The easiest way for me to bind journal signatures is using a stapler. And I happen to have this really big long arm stapler that I got somewhere. An old school getting rid of it, or it was like at a second-hand store. The only trick is you gotta line up the line just right so that when you punch through, you have the staple coming out right on that crease. Normally I use brass colored staples. Staples are fun because they come in lots of different colors. But I've just got normal silver staples in that one right now. So I've already done these signatures and gotten them stapled together. I'm going to now stack them. I've also I like to put ink along the sides of the paper, just especially when I have like a brown or dark border going around. I don't like to see like white in the side there, but that is totally up to you. So what I'm going to do now is just get these nicely together. I just want to make sure that all of them, the staples don't really need to line up in the same spot. What I'm really looking at is that I want the edge of each of these signatures to be flush with each other. And depending on the way they were folded is whether they are going to line up. I can get those. Once I get those lined up, I'm going to go ahead and put one of these little clips down so I can get this side lined up. So you can bind this in several ways. You can sew it, you can just glue it. We're going to use this tacky glue. You could use bookbinding glue. I went ahead and I just folded this already. I held these together and I folded the cover around so that I kind of had an idea of where the spine was going to be. Now I'm just going to glue these to the spine, kind of like you see with a paperback book. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to run some glue along here, and you can do this with bookbinding glue. I have found that this tacky glue works just as good as the bookbinding glue. And again, this is just one way that this can be done. So now I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to line up where I have the cover with the front. Make sure, yep, I do have it on right. It's always good so you don't glue it upside down. And they're done that. Okay, I'm just going to line that up, and now I'm going to grab these and I'm going to go and attach the front cover to these so that it's holding both. Now I can wrap this up and around. And I can even use my bow knife to help move those over. I gotta loosen up on this because those are not quite lined up. Okay. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I've got those all together. Run this along the side. If some glue comes out in the end, just clean it up. It will dry clear. At least this glue will dry clear. Most craft glues dry clear. But I'm going to help this hold its shape while it dries. I'm just going to clip that in like that. So that is going to be the way I bound that. And for me, that is like a really easy way to do it. So now when you have it all dried and together, you can then open it up and you can add in some of these other pockets that we have. But you can see how nice it holds together. Just doing that glued in technique, you can kind of, this is one of the signatures. You see the separation here, but like the glue is in there, but it holds it together pretty well. So there's so many pockets. I just have to add them into the journal as well. So that is the journal. This can go into our book, our folio here, and it will fit just in this flap. I like to just open this back and just slide it right in like that. And then that can close over, kind of hold it all together. So have fun creating this kit. Remember that this same tutorial can be used for any of these folios that we have. Some of them have journals with them, some of them don't. If they don't, just skip the journal part. Too late now. But I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you have any questions, please reach out to us through our Etsy shop. Also, visit our Etsy shop if you'd like one of these kits or this kit. And I hope you enjoy crafting. Have a wonderful day.